So it's my pleasure to be here. I have been a guest on Talking Catholic, and it's been a really wonderful experience. I actually haven't been with the diocese that long, about 20 months, and had the great gift of being part of a tremendous small team that brought the Convocation of Catholic Leaders to Joy of the Gospel in South Jersey forward earlier this year. And really the focus of the show will really be around discipleship. How are we disciples to Jesus in the 21st century? How do we really have that first century mindset as the early apostles and disciples had it? And then how are we going forward as missionary disciples to form others? So there's a whole concept, if you think about the culture of the Catholic Church, and that's really about people being able to believe, then they behave, and then they belong. We'd really like to sort of shift that and make people feel as though they belong with us, right? That they're wanted, that they're desired, and we want them to be with us. And then over time, they come to believe because they're spending so much time with us. And then they behave, right? They want to do the things that we do out of love for Jesus. So we're going to spend some time in the show talking with people across the diocese and actually across the nation around what they're doing to be a church that's on mission, that moves outside of its church doors and engages with the culture and engages with those who are most in need of Jesus. So we're going to talk about all kinds of new ideas with that first century mindset.
Can you talk about some of your shows and maybe some of your guest hosts that you're not your guests, not guest hosts, but guests you're planning on having on?
Yeah, so we're going to go out to the parishes because we have some really beautiful work that's happening in the parishes now to really create this environment that help parishioners see that they have their baptismal call called them to be missionary disciples too. Everyone has to be responsible. So I want to tag on to something that Carrie just said, is that in the space of youth, you can't just rely on having a youth minister in your parish. The whole parish is responsible for that.
Parish, you're right.
Right? Yeah. Everybody is responsible for the young people. It will be the same way in discipleship. You can't think, oh, good, other parishioners are doing things. No, we're all in, right? There is actually great responsibility in baptism. And that is, are we living radically for Jesus? And then are we forming other disciples for him? So there's some really great and unique and innovative things that are happening around the diocese that are simple. They're not hard to do, right? To begin to engage people and give people a sense of community and have them be part of our parishes. Because the statistics are, even with new people that join a parish, individuals or families, inside of 12 weeks, if they do not believe they belong, they're gone and we've lost them, right? So what are some of the ways that we can think about what are all the avenues of people into our parishes? How do they cross our threshold, and who is there to meet them? Because our people come to us all manner of ways, in wounded ways, in joyful ways, and how do we engage them? So it's really going to be about engagement. So we're gonna highlight parishes. So I've got a couple of lay leaders that are coming on the show. I've got a couple of really great and very excited people that have converted to Catholicism after long, lives lived in other faiths. So they're coming to join us. We also, so far, I have committed Chris Lowney, who's the author of Everyone Leads, which is the book everyone read to prepare to come to the convocation. He's going to join us sometime in March around the 1-year anniversary. And then we're going to line up some guests that are coming from outside of our own diocese to highlight some of the work they've done to give us ideas. Because the intention is not that we would replicate anybody else's work. This is not about a program, because programs don't change hearts necessarily. They deepen the faith of the convicted. But we need to find new and different ways to do joyful outreach. And so we want to give people ideas around what's possible.